Hello and welcome to Golden Wind Requiem Wrestling. I am your host and sole commentator for the evening, Fabian Valentine. And folks, this is what the month has been building up to. We are starting out with a tag team title match in a match more commonly referred to as Lethal Lockdown. We will call War. The Big Boys will take on Team Incensed. There are weapons strewn about the cage. Both teams will be locked in. It is elimination rules as Biggest Billy trips off the cage. An elimination occurs through pinfall, submission, and failing to answer a count of 10. That is our additional rule. Because I know a traditional Lethal Lockdown, I think it's just pinfall, submission. But if we were to do that, this match would go on forever. So, pinfall, submission, failing to answer a count of 10. Of course, this is a championship match. There's a 15-minute time limit on the board. Incensed trying to submit Gargantua Gus, but Biggest Billy breaking up, and this is Pandemonium Frankensteiner into full mount. This, folks, is Pandemonium. This will not be a pretty match, and we still have a world title match coming up between Sucka G and Sam Mower. The rematch clause of Sam Mower. Calf Slicer, locked in our Gargantua and Gus. Now here's an interesting thing, folks. Hang on a second. Ryan Schneider on the top of the cage. He thinks differently, though. Probably a smart move, because the thing with a match like this, one of the ways you can eliminate it is failing to answer a count of 10. You take a high-risk move like that, and it fails, and you crash and burn, you potentially put your tag team partner in a 2-on-1 situation. This is a fight, plain and simple. The cage is to prevent what happened last time. What is Incensed doing? He put his brother in a chokehold. What is happening? I don't know if maybe, a hit he took, dazed him or something, but he definitely had his brother in a chokehold. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Gargantua and Gus on the floor, being counted, but Incensed isn't done. Oh, look at this. Biggest Billy and Ryan Schneider trading hits, trading shots. Ryan Schneider drop kick to Gargantua and Gus. This is a dangerous match, especially because I'd say if I'm the competitors and I'm in this match and I'm competing to walk out tag team champion, my first thought is to get an elimination as soon as possible. Because it's, oh goodness gracious. But as I was saying, if I get an elimination, I put the opponent in a 2-on-1 situation where they are trapped in a cage with me and my partner. It's professional wrestling. Biggest Billy hitting a fantastic looking move that the cameraman missed because, I don't know, he just wasn't thinking this one through. Maybe the padding at the top of the cage was a bad idea, because Biggest Billy hits a DDT to Ryan Schneider, laying him out. Schneider up at a count of 4. Gargantua and Gus wearing one of the tag belts. I have to think of that's gotta be a psychological ploy. I was kind of talking bad about our cameraman, but I guess when you really think about it, one of these teams, both members are 7'10". It's kind of, how do you capture those two on camera? Oh, hang on a second. Sit down powerbomb to Biggest Billy. Hang on a second. Gus is at a count of 9. What? I don't know what happened there. The referee had definitely counted 10, but I don't know if maybe Incensed kind of picked him up for another move right as the ref said 10. And as a result, it didn't count as an elimination. That is one heck of a mistake that Frank Incensed just made there. I know Incensed is known for his temper, his anger, but this, if this match results in a victory for the Big Bois, I gotta say, that mistake, I think, is in part a huge, huge reason for that loss. Now, the ring is on fire. I fell down in a burning ring of fire. The referees counted God oh so higher. My God, and this fire is friggin' loud. I think I've said this before in an episode. It's the volume's lowered so you guys don't lose your hearing, but for me, this fire is very loud. I mean, I guess our camera equipment is right there. It makes sense. Oh my goodness, a roll-up in the fire. Oh gosh! A chokehold attempt in the fire, belly to belly. On the flaming wood there. We have 3 counts going on. Gargantua and Gus the only one up. Frank Incensed getting to their feet. Oh, draw toehold onto a flaming piece of wood there. And I gotta say, between Midnight versus Lola last month and then Team Incensed against the Big Bois this month, it seems like a big mistake to make in matches like this is letting your temper get the better of you. Midnight won the championship despite having a broken arm because Lola just couldn't let it go. And now Frank Incensed might be the reason his team loses. Or if they lose, it could very well come back to that, because right now it should be 2-on-1, but Frank Incensed couldn't let it go once again. Chair shot by Gargantua and Gus, and man, talk about conversation starters. How do you think it feels having a man 7'10", north of 400 pounds, muscular, might I add, north of 400 pounds, and still having a high amount of muscle hit you with a chair? Look at that. Schneider was at a count of 9, but in the effort to break up a pinfall attempt, Schneider's count was interrupted. Gut wrench suplex by Gus. We are down to 7.5 minutes on the clock. Remember, the champion's advantage is alive and well in this match. If the Big Bois can make it to the time limit draw, one of them could be eliminated. Hang on, Schneider's at the count of 9. Schneider's been eliminated, which means it's a 2-on-1 handicap match now against Frank Incensed. Right now, Boston Crab in the fire. Somehow Gus surviving that submission attempt. I don't know how. You want to talk about built different? I think Gus makes a pretty good argument for that. But yeah, this is bad for Team Incensed. Ryan Schneider's been eliminated. Frank Incensed is the only legal competitor left for his team. It is a tornado tag rules contest. No disqualifications match. They are trapped in the cage, and now Schneider will be forced to leave the cage and leave his brother to fend for himself. Hang on a second. Incensed, pumped up. Oh my God, look at the strength of Incensed! Steiner screwdriver Gus at a count of 8. Able to beat the count. German suplex. Go for the pin. Kick out at 2. Hang on. Biggest Billy might be out. Biggest Billy might be out. Billy's been eliminated. It's down to Gargantuan Gus versus Frank Incensed. The match that happened about, I think, the second week of March, but uh-oh. I heard a scream of pain from Incensed. I think something... He may be injured after that move. But Gargantuan Gus winning it for his team as we get to our main event. First blood match with Sam Mower versus Sucka G. Sam Mower, of course, our first ever world champion, lost it in a match against Sucka G. The Shucky Ducky Quack Quack match. And now this is his rematch clause to perhaps win the title back. As you can see, Blonde Blunder is with Sam Mower, but Sucka G has came in alone, probably telling his brother that to cement his right to be world champion, he has to win this alone. He needs to win this on his own merits. If Sucka G's brother were to help in any way, I guess perhaps that would get in the way of Sucka G's pride, which, you know, I think puts him at risk. You don't want to let your pride get in the way, because Sam Mower brought his friend with him. He doesn't care. He just wants that title back, and who could blame him? He's the first champion, which no one can take away from him, but his reign cut short. Hang on a second. Superplex! Interestingly enough, a dismantled stretcher was under Sucka G as he delivered that superplex. I wonder, because the superplex is a move that typically it's just as bad for the giver as it is for the recipient of that move. I wonder, does that padding underneath that Sucka G landed on, even if it was just his legs, does that soften the blow? Look at this toe hold. The move that won Sucka G the championship, will it win him the title again? Sorry, will it allow him to hang on to it? Of course, Sucka G, oh look at this knee bar transitioning into that, but Sam Mower able to turn it into a figure 4. Mower deciding to let go. Perhaps he felt his grip slipping. Again, it's a title match. It's 15 minutes on the clock. We are down to 13, about the 13-minute mark. They're outside of the ring. Now they're inside of it. Belly to belly by Sam Mower. Leg drop. A man like Sam Mower giving a leg drop. Talk about pain. Move where gravity is your enemy. Oh. Don't know how that works from a physics standpoint, but Sam Mower went for a diving axe handle and Sucka G just swatting him back into the ring like he's an anime character. Look at that headlock laying in the punches on the apron. I am curious, does that apron add an extra measure of pain? I mean, in the ring, there's at least a little bit of give, even though it's not much on the apron. As they say, that's the hardest part of the ring. And I have to imagine a headlock. I mean, of course, the neck is being pulled up, but Sucka G's, you know, his weight is on Sam Mower. He's getting pushed into the ground. The legs are hanging over the ring. And I guess Sucka G's plan here is to use those shots to hopefully bust open Sam Mower. But if that fails and Sam Mower just passes out, I mean, it's a little... kind of makes it easy for Sucka G, don't you think? Sam Mower able to escape. Snapmare. Look at that, beating Sam Mower with a skateboard. Oh, goodness gracious, full mount. There's a stick of dynamite. Sucka G is an explosive. Oh gosh! Talk about an explosive right hook as Sucka G punches Sam Mower in the face, causing the dynamite to blow up. How Sam Mower isn't bleeding is a miracle that I challenge you to explain the logic of. I certainly can't. That makes no sense whatsoever. And Sucka G using a gun as a weapon, just to not worry those watching at home. Those are empty. Sucka G hitting Sam Mower with a gun is about the same as hitting him with like a wrench. It's a hard piece of metal. Recliner locked in on Mower again, trying to injure him. You injure your opponent in a match like this, it's a lot easier to hit him with something that will cause him to bleed, but Mower able to escape. But I have to wonder, is the damage done? He was in that hole for quite some time, unable to escape. Sucka G bringing a flaming stretcher. And referee Jordan Short, I believe his name, was breaking it, I think putting out the fire. However, Sucka G has a single leg crab locked in on Sam Mower. Again, like, submission wrestling is not a thing you'd expect in a first blood match, but there's a method to the madness. Hang on, Sam Mower, headlock, leg, and some punches. Oh my goodness, look at this. Hang on a second, what's Sucka G gonna do? I think he may have been looking to dump Mower out of the ring, but Mower was somehow able to break free. Still falling in the process, not regaining control by any means by that move, but falling in the ring is a lot better than being launched outside of it, that's for certain. Mower with some metal in hand. But Sucka G able to counter. Look at this. My goodness, attempting a swing, but Mower able to counter into a Hurricane Rana. Not a move you expect to see from a man like Sam Mower, but it's effective nonetheless. Mower with an N64. Backslide attempt, but it's a first blood match. There's no pinfalls. Sucka G with the camera. Oh gosh! Trying to leap from the stretcher to the floor, missing, crashing and burning horribly, but Sam Mower's also failing a high flying maneuver, but Mower now has Sucka G in a sort of a torture act position, but Sucka G able to escape in a similar method to Mower. 8 minutes on the clock. Remember, that time limit adds to champion's advantage. I would sure love it if the cameraman could maybe spin around and so we could see what's going on. Sucka G back in the ring. Sam Mower with a wad of cash. I don't know how that got to the side of the ring there. Headlock. Maybe hoping that... Oh, that's the ring bell! Leg shot to the ring bell! This could be it! Somehow, that doesn't bust him open, but the face of Mower is a bruised one right now. Toe hold, I don't think the bell's going to add much to that, but trying to weaken the offense of Sam Mower. I mean, we just saw him deliver a super kick. If he can hurt the leg of Sam Mower, that super kick suddenly becomes less of a problem. Chokehold in on Sucka G. Again, if you can cause your opponent to pass out. Oh my goodness, gesundheit. You make it a lot harder for your opponent to fight back. You know, if Sam Mower can cause Sucka G to pass out, he could easily just grab, I think the ref is holding a barbed wire bat there, just grab that bat. Thankfully for Sucka G's sake, he's able to escape. Diving single leg drop kick to the face. Referee's checking on him, but I don't think he's bleeding. Opening the present, and it looks like for early Christmas he gets a broom. What will he do with that broom? Bash him in the face. That's what he'll do with that broom. Single leg crab using the broom for added leverage. Trying to make Sam Mower taste his own boot. Unsuccessful. Bashing him in the face with a broom. We are down to but 6 minutes on the clock. Referee saying that Mower is not bleeding. He's bruised but not bleeding. It needs to be external. That's what counts in a first blood match. All that bruising, all those marks on his face are internal. But hang on, this might be it. Sucka G trying something to cause his face to bleed, but it was unsuccessful. Sam Mower to win back the title needs to make Sucka G bleed. Sucka G to retain the title can either make Sam Mower bleed or make it to the end of the next 5.5 minutes. Those are these wrestlers' keys to victories, their paths to championship glory. Trying to injure now the arms of Sam Mower. This is not typically a move that's all that effective on a bigger opponent. But look at that, Sam Mower, though, I think was feeling that, locking in a recliner, but I think lacking the strength after that surfboard stretch that was locked in. Oh, a piece of wood. Oh my god, bashing him in the face with that. But Sam Mower still alive. Still able to fight back. Double clothesline. I think Booker, though... Oh, oopsie. Sucka G. He landed on that stretcher, breaking it. That does not bode well for Sucka G's chances. I think he's been a bit more dazed because of that. Falling out of the ring. If I'm Sam Mower, I'm feeling desperate at this point. Sucka G, being the retaining champion, has champion's advantage on his side. He just needs... If he thinks that he's having a hard time winning... Oh, look at that! Sam Mower distracting the ref so that his friend could attack Sucka G. Come on! I understand that the championship means that much to you. But at least try to win with some honor. And look at that, Sam Mower from behind of the sleeper. But Mower's desperate. There's only 3.5 minutes on the clock. And if he fails to make Sucka G bleed, he loses the title. Wait a minute! Sam Mower's weapon got ricocheted into his face, causing him to bleed. Sucka G keeps the title. Anyways, that's going to do it for this. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe for more. Until next time, this is Valentine signing off.